how to be more positive even if you are negative, stressed out, or unhappy. Hey guys, how you doing? It's Emi here. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how you can be more positive and how you can improve your life and start being a little bit more happy. So the first step to do if you're feeling unhappy for whatever reason is recognize that you are not happy and try to identify the main reason or the cause that is creating all this unhappiness. So for example, it could be your job, maybe you have an argument with your manager or you don't get along, maybe it's another co-worker, maybe simply you just don't like it. Maybe it can be the location where you live, it could be also a monetary factor, it could be a toxic relationship with your partner, I don't know, it could be many things. But as soon as we acknowledge what the problem is or why or what is the reason that we feel unhappy, is when we actually can start taking some actions. And we will have to take some actions. So for example, if it's a relationship with a co-worker or maybe with your manager, you can try and have a conversation with them to try to change things around. Or if you're simply not happy, maybe you can start looking for something else. Or if it's a toxic relationship, maybe you need to start thinking about ending it. Obviously, there is a process that we have to follow. For example, if it could be the relationship, the process might be a little bit painful, but at the end, the outcome is what we're looking for, which is being happier. And simply by taking action, we start generating a type of hormones, that will give you that boost, that will give you that excitement, and therefore you start already feeling happier. But the key is the action. You need to take action because at the end of the day, we do nothing, we continue to feel the way we feel. Then the other thing, if you're feeling that you're constantly negative or that you are very stressed, is to start shifting the way that we process the information and react to it. I think I have other videos in my channel where I explain more in detail, I explain more about the brain, the mind, and the body and how we can shift this. But here, to make it a little bit simpler, I'm just gonna illustrate it with a couple of examples. So let's say that you're going to work and suddenly you get in a massive jam, okay? And you're stuck in traffic over there and it might take you an hour or two until you reach the city. What is more likely to happen if you're in this kind of mental state is that you're gonna react in a negative way. First of all, because you know that you're going to be late. So your reaction to that is probably start knocking the klaxon and beeping the guy in front of you. He is going to reply to you, and he's not gonna do it very nicely, so you're gonna get mad at him or her as well. So that's another thing to pile on top. Then you're probably gonna start thinking about, oh, now when I get to the city, there is not going to be parking slots because it's going to be too late and everything is gonna be taken. Boom, another thing on top. Then you probably start thinking that you're gonna miss this meeting. Ooh, and you're gonna be very stressed because you're gonna miss everything and your co-workers are gonna also get mad at you. Boom, another thing to pile on top. Then you probably start thinking about your manager or your boss because he's going to tell you off because you've been very late. So boom, another thing on top. So here there are a few things that we need to take into consideration. So first of all, you're in a traffic jam and there is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. And instead of thinking about things that can or cannot happen in the future, because you don't know whether you're gonna find a parking slot or not. Maybe you arrive over there and you see that there's loads of parking slots. Then you might think that you're gonna lose the meeting, when maybe the meeting, for whatever reason, got postponed for a day or two. Again, you don't know. Then you get annoyed because maybe your manager is going to tell you, when the reality is that you have no idea whether that's going to be true or not, because maybe he's 15 meters away from you in the same traffic jam. You don't know. The thing is, we continue to think and we continue to stress about things that haven't happened, things that might and might not happen. So rather than stressing about all these things and reacting this way, why don't you take the opportunity to see things in a different way? First of all, accept the fact that you're not going anywhere. You're stuck in there and there is absolutely nothing that you're gonna do. So knocking to the guy that is right in front of you is not going to achieve anything. The only thing that you're going to achieve is generate more stress. Is to generate more negativity. So why, instead of doing that, maybe you can put some nice music and listen to Bob Marley, maybe you can listen to a podcast, maybe you can take a couple of minutes to do a mindfulness exercise. That will reduce your stress, that will reduce your negativity, that will make you happier because you are shifting things around, you pretty much change the entire situation. So removing all this negativity, getting rid of the stress, and have a happier life, it doesn't take much of an effort, it doesn't take, but we need to start shifting our mind. We actually need to start taking control of our mind and taking control of our reactions before actually it takes control of us. Because if you don't take control of your mind, it will take control of you. Be sure of that, 100%. But at the end, it's all up to you. You decide whether you want to be miserable or you decide whether you want to be happy. You decide whether you want to get pissed off during the traffic jam or whether you want to take the opportunity, to do something that actually will make you happy. So nothing, if you guys want to know more about the mind and how to start shifting your mind, I have loads of videos in my channel. You can subscribe, you can also give me a like if you enjoyed this video. And nothing, I hope this was helpful, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope it was interesting. And thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.